Hi guys, Nishant here. In this tutorial we are going to take a look at tables in HTML. So first, I've already saved the file as table.html. So now we are going to write HTML syntax. Inside title, I am going to write HTML table. Table is always written inside the body using table tag. Table is divided into three parts: tr, that is table row. Inside tr comes th and td. So first let me define tr, set that th and td. So th here is table header and td here is data container for table. So first I am going to write first name inside th, and I am going to give its value as Nishant in td. td contains all sorts of HTML elements like text, images, list or anything. So I am going to give some more values like th, last name, like inside th, subject, one more th, marks. And for all of this field I have to give the result inside the td tag, that is last name is Saveri, subject is maths, and marks is 90. So let's save it. Open the folder where you save the file and open the file in web browser. So this is our complete table. First name is Nishant, last name is Zaveri, subject is maths and marks is 90. So now let's use table style CSS to make it look more attractive. So here we are going to use external type of CSS. So to do that we are going to write a link tag. We don't need type here. In href we are going to give the reference of this file that I have already created, table style.css. So table style.css, and this is the type of file, that is style sheet. So let's just save this, and inside this we are going to write the elements that we want to add it. So that will be table, comma th, comma td, curly braces. So this elements are table, table header and data container inside the tables. So first property we are going to take a look at is border. So inside border I am going to write 1 pixel solid black. So let's save this. If you see, by default there is no border for the table, but if I refresh it, now there is a border surrounding the table using border property. Now I am going to make it more collapsible. So to do that we use property called border collapse, and inside that I am going to write collapse if we want the border to collapse into one border. So save it, refresh it. As you can see, it looks more attractive now. Now let's write some more properties to make it look more attractive. So I'm going to write padding to 7 pixels. You can write whatever you want depending on your table. Cells padding, specify the space between cell content and its border. So if you do not write any padding, it will be by default 0. So let's first save it and now refresh it. As you can see, now there's a space between the content and its border, so it looks more attractive. So now we are going to specify a background color for the table. So using background color property, inside that I am going to write light gray color and semicolon. So let's save that first and refresh it. As you can see, the background color of the table is now light gray. So now if you look carefully, all the text inside the table is left hand side assigned. So let's make it in center. To do that, we use text align property, and here I'm going to write center. So let's save it, and if you refresh it, it will come to the center of the table. So now I'm going to write some more values. So again, tr, inside tr I'm going to use td tag to write more values. So for the first name I'm going to write Anjali. For the last name I'm going to write Dalal. Again td tag, subject is same, maths, and inside td marks there is 95. So let's save it and view it in web browser. There is one more entry called Anjali Dalal, subject is maths and marks is 95. So now let's check out what is call span and what is row span. So to do that, we can define call span inside th tag. So to do that, I am going to write it subjects. Instead of subject, I am going to write one more subject here, that is td English. One more subject here, td English. If there is one more subject, there has to be one more marks for that subject. So td 80, and inside this, inside this td one more marks called 75. And now we have to define call span to make a cell span one more column. So call span equal to 2 inside subjects, because we have two subjects now, maths and English. We have two more marks, 80 and 90, 75 and 95. So I have to give call span here also. The value is 2. To make a cell span more than one column, we use call span attribute. So here we have defined 2, therefore it will give us 2 columns. So let's save this first and then refresh the page and let's see what happens. So as you can see, in our subjects there is 2 columns, one is for maths and one is for English. Also in marks, if you can see, there is 2 columns, one is for marks of maths and one is for marks of English. So as you can see, Nishan Zaveri, subject of maths and marks is 80, subject of English and marks is 90. Anjali Dalal, the subject of maths, marks is 75, and subject of English, marks is 95. So now we are going to take a look at row span. It is same as call span, but to make a cell span more than one row, we use row span attribute. So to do that, I am going to copy the same code and create one more file. I'm going to copy it. Oops, my bad. So let me copy this whole file inside this. Let me save the file as table2.html. So in this file I'm going to teach you what is row span. So to do that, what we are going to do is, I'm going to first delete the call span. So now we have to write a row span, but row span comes in TD. So here I am going to write row span equal to 2, and again in the last name. You'll get it when you see it. So again I'm going to give row span in Anjali, that is 2, and same goes for the last name Dalal, and this will be in a new tag. So the marks for maths will be together, and the marks for English will be together, and it will be inside tr tag. So again defining tr tag here. And this will be above this. Same goes for Anjali Dalal. So for this, the marks for the maths will be below it, and the tr tag will get closed here, and one more tr tag is going to open. So now let's first save this, and then go to the folder where you save it and open the file in your web browser. As you can see now, it gives 2 row span to the selected field. I've added 2 row span in the Nishant Zaveri field and in Anjali Dalal field. Therefore it gives us 2 row span. If you see, there is a difference between call span and row span. In call span, here it gives us 2 more rows. Sorry, it gives us 2 more columns in a single row, while in row span it gives us 2 rows in a single column. We can also increase the width and height of the table by going to CSS attribute, width. So here I am going to give it 30%, and height is again 30%, semicolon, and save it. Here the CSS applies to both the file table 1 and table 2, therefore you can see the changes in both the tables. So let's view it. So refresh this. As you can see, there is increase in the height and the width of table 2, and as you can see, there is again increase in the height of table 1. So now you can also give captions to your table. So now let's give them. So caption is always given inside the table tag. So caption, so here the caption is marks table. So I'm just going to copy this line and save it first in this. Here again I'm going to paste it. So now let's view it. As you can see, there's a caption now above both the table. You can also customize your own caption in your CSS. So let's do that. So caption, curly brackets. Now font size is equal to 25 pixels. Font style is bold. So let's save it. Now let's refresh both the pages. As you can see now, it looks more attractive. So that's all for table. Thank you for watching this video.